There I was, minding my own business, driving around South Florida looking for houses, okay? And the ones as we got closer to the beach got exponentially more expensive, but I liked them. And then I started to worry about things like hurricanes and all that. And when we looked at one of these properties that was under construction, my mind was freaking blown. They go all the way down to what's called the bedrock, the granite. Okay, and they start building up from there, and they build this thing on stone. The whole foundation is made of stone. This thing is not going anywhere. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I'm a bit of a poet. I'm gonna give you a sales quotation by me, Mr. Matt Easton, that I just wrote today. If a house is built on granite and has a strong foundation, not even an onslaught of pouring rain, flooding, strong winds will be able to pull it down. Build your sale on a strong foundation. What the hell am I talking about? I will tell you what I'm talking about. Most of the people are building their sales deals on a house of cards. They're not asking the right questions in the right way to build a strong foundation for their sale. Okay? There are two different types of questions that you guys should know to build the foundation. The first one sounds like this. Where are you at now in terms of blank? Where do you want to be? You guys need to ask this early on in your sales career. Some of you are too busy focused on like, how do I have something in common with this person? How can I make small talk? That's building your house on a house of cards. That's building there's no foundation there. But when you know where that client is in terms of blank, and where they want to be, no matter how many times they complain, no matter how many times they don't like your pricing, no matter how many objections you have, wind, flood, rain, all the stuff that happens in your sales career, you're built on bedrock. Because that bedrock is not, hey, we have something in common and we both like this team or we both like this activity. Your bedrock is you know where the hell they're at right now and where they want to go. Where are you at in terms of blank, fill in the blank, where do you want to be? Right? Maybe it's like this. Hey, where are you at in terms of top line revenue right now? Where do you want to be? Hey, Rick, just out of curiosity, where are you at in terms of top line revenue for the organization right now? Where do you want to be? That's one that can go back to most all of our deals. We can trace back to revenue. Where are you at in terms of, let's say I was talking to a multifamily portfolio, units, apartments, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Hey, Mike, just out of curiosity, where are you at in terms of units owned right now? Where do you want to be? Oh man, great question. We have got 4,200 units and we're hoping to get to 7,000 by 2026. What a dynamic question to ask if you work for Zillow, if you sell for rent, if you sell for all of those things. Yet none of those people in that industry ask that. They say, if I could have 10 minutes of your time, I'd love to walk you through our new dashboard. People don't buy new dashboards. They buy tools that help them get from 4,200 units to over 6,000 by 2026. Boom! A bedrock gosh darn foundation. Okay? Let's say you're in financial services. Where are you at in terms of net worth right now? Where do you want to be? Where are you at in terms of net worth right now? Where do you want to be? Where are you? Maybe you're in HR. Maybe you're a recruiter. Where are you at in terms of employee ramp up time? Where do you want to be? No recruiters are asking this. They should. Well, I'm a recruiter. What the heck does that have? What does employee ramp up time have to do with being a recruiter? I just want to give them candidates. No, you want to be a skillful recruiter that makes 10 times more than every other recruiter. And you want to figure out that employee ramp up is killing them right now. It's taking them 4 times too long to get somebody productive. And if they could get the right candidates in there, they could get that person ramped up within 30 days, which would mean X to their top line revenue. Hence why I said top line revenue is kind of a universal one. Where are you at right now in terms of assets under management? Where do you want to be? Let's say I was a financial planner. Let's say I was a financial advisor. Where are you at in terms of AUM? That's their industry term. AUM, assets under management. Where do you want to be? Nobody is asking this stuff, guys. Start asking this and your sale will get a lot easier. Start asking this and you will be built on bedrock. You will be concrete touching granite. And when they complain about your price, when they complain about your contract, when they complain about this, you can say, hey, because of the fact that you told me you've got 60 million assets under management, you want to get to over $250 million. That's why I recommended it this way, and that's why it costs what it costs. You can be cool, calm, collective, and you can survive those storms. Okay, I promised you 2 of these. Let me give you another one. You want to build your deal on a granite foundation. You want to have a strong foundation on your deal. Stop trying to make friends with the person and start trying to say things like, hey, what's your biggest reason for blank? What's your biggest reason for moving? What's your biggest reason for relocating the office? What's your biggest reason for needing a new CPA? Oh, these requests. Can you guys see that box, by the way? Tony, can you see that? The box on my screen? Yeah, guys, stop. Okay. Yeah, stop doing that, guys. What's your biggest reason for needing a new CPA, right? What's your biggest reason for wanting better ad performance? Let's say I was an ad management company. Well, I give better. If I have 15 minutes of your time, I'd love to show you all our ads perform better. Who cares, right? I just blew your house down, right? Because nobody wants better ad performance. What they want is they want their ad spend to turn into ROI, right? Because they're trying to hire 4 more people, or because they're trying to create a new brick and mortar side of the operation or a new east side. I don't care what it is. Build your gosh darn deals on bedrock, okay? And when they start to complain about the fees that you charge to manage their ad campaigns, you can say, hey, well, you know, the reason why you get, correct me if I'm wrong, but the reason why you guys want a better ad performance is you're locked into that $30,000 a month in spend, and you need to maximize that in a way that's going to take top line revenue from the organization from 9 million per year to over 11 million. The reason why I scoped this out the way I did is I want to take 5,000 of that, carve that out for our platinum package, and then this way we can have somebody that's air traffic control in that campaign all day, every day, making sure that we're maximizing that ad performance, getting you guys to that 11 million in top line revenue ahead of schedule and under budget. That's why I scoped it out that way. Does it make sense to proceed? Yeah, it does. Okay, we got somebody on this call right now that'll appreciate this one. What's your biggest reason for wanting to speak German? Right? What's your biggest reason for needing your team to learn German? Well, we've got some business going on in Germany. When you say you've got some business going on in Germany, can you give me a specific example of what's going on? Yeah, I mean, well, we did this new partnership with Nestle, and we've got some new products that are out there. And I mean, we're getting by right now, but we feel like the deals could close a lot faster if our account managers had a base level of German. When you say close a lot faster, how much faster would you like these deals to close? Do you see how now we're building? It doesn't matter what I'm charging you to train your people to speak German. If it's less than the amount of potential revenue that's going to be captured by having these people speak German because of the new partnership with Nestle, I win, right? But you guys aren't building, you're building your houses on zero foundation, which is, hey, let me tell you about my training to learn German. What's your biggest reason for needing to look at new logistics partners? We're not happy with our current provider. You guys are all, oh, well, great, let me tell you why we're better. Sit in that. Get used to being in that. That's your damn bedrock, right? Start to dig. Dig that. When you say you're not happy, can you give me a specific example? What's going on? What does that cost you when you miss that? Figure it out. Guys, when you figure this out in the beginning, life becomes a lot easier, right? Here's one I use a lot. What's your biggest reason for needing a new sales coach? Not, hey, if I could have 15 minutes of your time, I'd like to tell you about our sales coaching. I don't tell anybody about my sales coaching until I know where are they at right now in terms of income, where do they want to be, what's their reason for needing a sales coach. When I know all that, now I've built it under bedrock. And they're like, God, I really don't have $500 a month to spend on this. No problem, I'll be here when you need to go from $275,000 in income to well over $1 million. Fair enough? Bedrock. You can huff, you can puff, you ain't gonna blow that house down because I know where they're at right now and where they wanna be because I took the time to slow the hell down and figure that out before I started talking about my product, my price, my promotions. Don't have any, don't need them. Don't need promotions over here at my company. Why? Because we figure out what's somebody's biggest reason for needing sales coaching. We figure out where they're at right now, where do they need to be. And then we can make an educated, hey, does it, because of the fact that you said XYZ, I'd like to recommend ABC, does it make sense to get you on board so you can put yourself in that position to go from $256,000 in annual income to well over $1 million? It's simple, guys, but you guys are spending all of this time building these huge houses, and the big bad wolf is coming down and blowing them down because somebody else has a different price or somebody else got in there. You are not building your deals on bedrock. You are not putting concrete to granite. If you're calling somebody and talking about the big game or the fact that you both like to fish or whatever it is, you have to figure out where the hell they are now, where do they want to be, and you have to be a professional. When you figure that out, it becomes a lot easier to be a professional because all of those little complaints, and by the way, 90% of objections are just complaints, become as such complaints, because you understand where they're at right now and where they want to be, and you can articulate that back to them, okay? So that's what I wanted to cover today. We're not spending near enough time in the beginning hammering our deals into bedrock, and we better start, because if we don't, somebody else is going to come along with a lower price and eat our lunch. Does this make sense, guys? Who's got questions on this? I'm happy to go through your bedrock questions. Your where are you at right now in terms of blank. I'm happy to fill those in for you. If you work in sales and you need to make twice as much money as you do right now to really enjoy your life, you've really only got 3 options. Option number 1, you can continue to work your butt off in the job you have right now, hoping for some sort of miracle to happen where you start taking home double the money while doing things the exact same way you do them right now. That's pretty unlikely. Or option number 2, you can look for another job at a totally different company, hoping you're gonna catch some sort of once in a lifetime wave where sales just seem to flow your way. All right, again, highly unlikely, and we both know waves in sales, well, they don't last very long. Or option number 3, you can click the button here and get instant access to a simple, straightforward sales process that will help you take home twice as much money as you do right now while putting in far less effort than you do today. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University, the most effective sales coaching system in the world. If you click the button, you're going to see how our interactive sales coaching portal and weekly live coaching sessions with me will help you double your income within 60 days. Easton University is more than an interactive sales coaching portal. It's more than being able to ask me questions in a live setting every single week. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Click the button. I will see you on the other side. Your life is about to get a lot better. Click through now.